All right, sorry about that, folks. Your Purcellville Cannons are now batting. There was a little power outage there, so everything shut down. The Wi-Fi still being slow to connect. Jake Slade stepping up to the plate. Here's the first pitch, ball number 1.
And it looks like, TJ, if the lights can't come back on, this game might be suspended.
It just might be. Watts still at the plate, or still at the mound. Sorry, discombobulated after that.
That is. You did a good job behind the scenes there, so we'll give you a couple there. Yeah, so.
Yeah, if the lights can't come on, we were just told this is the last half inning that will be able to be played. So Gabriel Watts with a pitch and another strike.
Now my question will be, how long will they be able to kind of wait to see if they can get them on? Obviously, you'd want to at least give it a little time to see if they can figure it out, but who knows what was blown.
Considering how fast it came back on, I'm guessing it's not the transfusion, as there's another ball for Jake Slade.
Winner of the Baseball Hall of Fame silver coin from Fairfax Coin and Collectibles.
Do you have any internet connection?
Andy Taxel.
I do.
Oh.
At least I think I do. I don't know.
Must be nice. 2-2's the count. Jake Slade here sees the pitch, swings, and he's a strikeout swinging as I just got the Wi-Fi. Feels good. Strikeout for Slade there to start the 4th inning, swinging as Lincoln Pack will now step up to the plate. Has not been at the bat since the 2nd inning with a hit over the shortstop who got Bear out at 2nd, I believe, as there's the first pitch, swings, and he hits it over to third baseman. The third baseman, Connor Lang, over to Dalton Turner for a quick and easy 2nd out for the Rebels.
Yeah, you're right. That fielder's choice by Pack actually got Slade out at 2nd base, and there the ground out to 3rd, and the Cannons with 2 quick outs as Jaquan Smith, who's kind of been the hero so far and one of the heroes so far in this one, at the plate.
As here comes his first pitch, he checks his swing. It's ball number 1. Called it before the umpire because it was pretty obvious that he did not pass that plate. Jaquan Smith, very lengthy in his body, allows him to kind of do a little bit more of a check swing than others, but can pull it back with his wrists and his forearms. As here's this next pitch. Breaking ball inside, 1-1. Hope y'all are finding the new stream, as here's the next pitch, and it is way outside, ball number 2.
It's one good thing about having our YouTube page. You can just go right there, click on live, and you'll find it.
Absolutely.
I suppose having to set up a link and get it through all the social medias.
Here's the next pitch, swings, and he misses. That's a 2-2 count now for Jaquan Smith. 2 outs as well. Jaquan could be put away here by Gabriel Watts, wanting to extend this inning as much as we can so we can get these lights fixed. Although it looks like one of the outfield lights is somewhat on. The others are not, as here's the pitch. Outside ball, number 3. Full count here for Jaquan Smith. Payoff pitch here. Swung, it's a crack at the bat, foul ball over to the dugout, having Shin Inouye and a couple other players jump out of the way.
Yeah, still got some daylight left, not enough to play, but enough to keep some folks safe if they have to work on getting the lights. But we don't know exactly what took them out and what it's going to take to get them back on.
And we'll do the payoff pitch all over again here. Jaquan takes, and it's a foul ball over to deep left field this time. 3rd time in a row to do the payoff pitch.
It's a good piece of hitting there by Jaquan, just spoiling a pitch. Knew he couldn't really hit it, but hey, if I can foul it away, I get to see another one. Maybe the pitcher makes a mistake.
Absolutely. As here it comes again, way outside, lets Jaquan Smith walk for the first time a Cannon's on base this entire inning, because the first 2 were quick outs with Jake Slade striking out, swinging Lincoln Pack over to third base to first, getting out real quick. Now Gavin Braylon stepping up to the plate. Last at bat had a nice little bunt, got to first. Then when Freeman hit it in deep right field, he ran from second to home. As let's see what he can do here. Jaquan Smith, decent lead at first. Here's the first pitch, strike one. And Braylon looked surprised at that call. And checks over to Smith. Smith steals, dives in, and it's going to be safe at second. And that's just due to his speed there, folks. There's no other way to describe it. No one else has the potential to do that on this team besides Gupton. And Gupton is not a great stealer, honestly. He doesn't have that instinct for it as much as Jaquan Smith. And a great play there. 0-1's the count. Braylon gets to see another pitch. Here it is. Swings and it tips off the edge of the bat. 0-2.
So if the early game hadn't gone so slow, this would be a pretty big inning. If the Cannons could score here and they were able to play the top of the fifth, Cannons get the win, depending on how the rules go. But an official game is after 5 if the visiting team's gotten there 5 at bats. So, but I don't think that's going to come into play here with these lights not yet seeming like they're coming on.
5-5 is the score here, folks. 0-2's the count. Swings into the hit over to second base. Shortstop and Kevin Hager gets an easy throw over to Dalton Turner to end this inning. Gavin Braylon gets out at first. 5-5 is the score after 4 full innings. We will potentially be back to bring you to the top of the 5th inning. We will let you guys know. Be back shortly.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, home of your Purcellville Cannons, where it's 5-5 through 4 for your next 2 innings of play-by-play. My partner, Jeremy Huber.
If they happen.
Yeah.
Right now, Brett Fuller and Charlie Shepard talked, and I think they're kind of along the lines of, hey, we're going to give it maybe another 10, 15 minutes to see if we can get these lights back on. If not, it's going to be a suspended game. Right now, Charlie Shepard having a pretty animated conversation with Paul Wills, Rich Schwink, and Andy Simons. And it may just be over something happened earlier in the game, not necessarily the lights, and they're kind of pantomiming things. But, again, last inning, as we lost many of you, I'm sure, we had a power outage here at Fireman's Field. As the lights went out, our power went out in the booth. And right now, we're kind of waiting to see if the lights will come back on. It was told and moved up all the way from Brett Fuller down in the dugout, I believe, that if the lights did not get on after this past inning we played, it was going to be done deal, game over, suspended game, I believe suspended game, as we're through 4. And in the Valley, I can't imagine, especially with the game tied and pitching being at the premium it is, they would want to go ahead and replay this game in its entirety as opposed to either playing on a Monday or playing a doubleheader, because it's possible this year with everybody being North or division-only games, it's a lot easier to do this as opposed to if you're having to go down to Covington or Harrisonburg or Culpeper, fit these games in. So as of right now, we're going to take a quick break, figure out exactly if we get some new information, and we will be right back. Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a two-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. So we are in a delay due to a power outage, not back in the booth, but a power outage that took down our lights here in Fireman's. And TJ, I think you got a little new information from some scuttlebutt in the booth, correct?
I did. It was over by Monk's over here in Purcellville, not too far off. Their box blew, and it blew out almost an entire neighborhood even, not just Fireman's Field, so it was not luckily on us. We're looking for a little bit of a delay. We're going to wait another about 10-15 minutes before we know if we're playing the rest of this game. But I have to say, I think a lot of these players would be upset if they weren't, especially on the other team, Grandelli, who has a home run and has hit every single hit every at-bat he's had. He would not be happy. We got 10 more minutes to find out whether we're going to play the rest of this game or not.
Well, it looks like, as we see some lights coming on, that the lights are warming up. If they all come on, looks like we will be back in action in about 10 minutes, but it looks like that not every one of the lights are coming on some of these.
Looks like three out of the 5 on most of them are coming on.
Yeah, so let's see exactly how this goes. While we're waiting, we'll give you a quick look at the Valley League scoreboard as 5 other games in the Valley tonight. As in the top of the 5th, Front Royal up on Winchester 4-3. Your other North game tonight, Woodstock leading Strasburg 4-1. That'd be good for the Cannons, as that would go ahead and put Purcellville back in first place if they're able to get the win tonight. In the South, in the 6th inning, it's Charlottesville up on Culpeper 1-0. Also in the South, top of the 5th, it's Waynesboro leading Stanton 2-1. In the bottom of the 4th, it's Covington up on Harrisonburg 5-1. Quick look at those Valley standings coming into the night. Strasburg up on top of the North Division at 9-5, half game up on the Cannons. Remember, Strasburg is won 5 in a row. Cannons have lost 4 in a row. Newmarket is a game back of Strasburg, 8-6 coming into the night. Woodstock 7-8. They are 2.5 off the pace. Front Royal and Winchester both 4 games back. Cardinals at 6-10. Royals at 5-9. In the South, it's Charlottesville up on top of things at 11-3. They have a 3-game lead on Harrisonburg at 8-6. Charlottesville winners of 5 in a row coming into the night. Stanton 8-7 as they are 3.5 games back, winners of 3 in a row. Waynesboro 7-8. Covington 5-9. Culpeper 4-10, though Culpeper had some issues, I believe, missed a few games early in the season. I think their head coach was actually coaching high school ball, so they had to delay some games and kind of put them behind the 8-ball. Cavaliers team that really had a good inaugural season last year. But if you have not heard, the Valley a little different this year in their playoff format, as instead of 4 teams making it in the division, you've got 3, and the 2 and 3 teams will play a one-game playoff for the right to face the top seed in the division championship series. So a little condensed, and the lights coming on, so it looks like we're going to have some baseball after a delay as Aiden Adams back out on the mound, and the Cannons getting back out there. Again, not every light looks like it's coming on, so this may also be a bit of a, hey, let's talk it out to make sure we've got enough lights on to play.
And
but
it looks like most of them are on, and it looks like we'll be playing as the Cannons are now warming up again. Warming up, getting ready. Aiden Adams stayed loose this entire break. Something I wanted to bring up when we were talking about the North Valley, if we want to talk about someone who's made a difference on the Cannons, it's Shin Inouye, as he leads the entire North Valley with 13 RBIs, and he's pretty far and away above everyone else. Pompel over at the Cardinals with 11 is the next closest, but pitching leaders, Cannons got 3 guys there, Aiden Adams being one of them, as he's one of the pitching leaders for wins so far this season with just 1, but he's still one of the top ones, as a lot of players, a lot of pitchers have not been credited with wins so far this season.
And you mentioned those RBIs, a lot of guys in the South with up 16 and 15, but in the North, it is Shin leading the way with those 13 coming into the night. He added 2 more with the 2-run homer earlier tonight, as that drew the Cannons within 1. They would take the lead as they would score in the Caleb Freeman 2-run double before for Newmarket would tie things up. Gaten Grandelli came around to score on the RBI ground out. And we start the top of the 5th inning as Aiden Adams delivers into Dalton Turner for strike 1. So we're back underway after a delay. We apologize, did not keep track of exactly how long the delay was. Here's the 0-1. That swung on and missed for strike 2. Adams came on in the 2nd inning, now into his 5th inning of work. His 4th inning of work here in the 5th. 0-2. That's on the inside corner for strike 3 as Turner pulled the knees back, but caught the corner as Braylon presented it nice. And Andy Simons rings him up for out number 1.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. That's exactly what you want to see from a pitcher here in this Valley League.
Here comes Connor Lang in this 5-5 game, delayed due to a power outage. That's hit out to center field. Smith coming on, and he'll make the easy running catch for out number 2.
Smith, just so much speed in center field. We can talk about it all day. I mean, him and Gupton out there, no balls are flying low against them. They are all over that area, which is a very deep area in Fireman's Field as it's weirdly proportioned.
Here comes Jordan Thurman. Thurman tonight with a walk and a run scored, also a sacrifice bunt back in the 3rd as that breaking ball is hit the other way, played on the hop as Slade Fields throws over. 1-2-3 inning for Aiden Adams, who's been a star out of the pen for the Cannons tonight. We stay tied at 5 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Rebels and Cannons here in Purcellville. Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game, June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. 5-5 our score here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Purcellville Cannons and the Newmarket Rebels, as Bill Russatella completely throwing me off with his terrible singing. Tough song to sing, too. Not one you want to jump into. Bob O'Reilly's not easy to do. Here's Michaels as Gabriel Watts stays on, and Michaels takes on the inside corner for a strike. First 2 times up, Michaels grounded out to the pitcher, and then a sac bunt back to the pitcher. So he's 0 for 1 as that breaking ball is popped away. And
little fun fact about The Who, Baba O'Reilly, the album What's Next was actually inspired based off of my old boss's ex-boyfriend, who was the roadie for The Who for many years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch as that is pulled and into the other batter's box for a ball. Ends up back at the backstop.
It was after he had passed away, they made an album dedicated to him, and that song is actually directly inspired by something he said.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
God.
1-2 pitch as that'll be grounded down to first base, and an easy play for Turner, who steps on the bag for out number 1. Here comes the number 9 hitter, Ski Kono. Kono, so far tonight, pair of groundouts. 1 first to the pitcher, 1 pitcher to first. Kono upset about his last at-bat, as that is on the outside corner. It was after those back-to-back bunts by the Cannons. Kono thought maybe the inning would get away from Purcellville, get no runs, but was picked up by the Caleb Freeman 2-run double, put the Cannons up at the time, as this will miss outside. Count goes to 1-1. Long look in by Watts. And here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in for a strike as Kono thought about it. Could not pull the trigger. And now he's down 1-2. The aforementioned Caleb Freeman on deck. 5-5 game here in the bottom of the 5th. As Kono goes the other way with it. Can't keep it fair, but he will see another pitch.
Freeman actually tied for third in the entire North Division with home runs, along with Michael Gupton, with just 2 so far this season. The leader, Eduardo Castella, on the Express with 4. But Freeman, with a game like he's playing today, you never know what could happen.
1-2 again. That'll miss outside. Night starting to fall here at Fireman's Field. The moon is out again. Luckily, the lights are on after we had a power outage. Knocked out the lights for a little bit. 2-2. That is grounded back to the pitcher as Watts Fields throws over to Turner for out number 2.
Deja vu.
A lot of 1s and 3s on his part of the scorecard.
Yeah, a lot.
Here's Caleb Freeman. Freeman already with a 2-run double tonight. Pair of walks as he came around to score on both of those base on balls. He'll look to keep the inning going as Watts delivers, and Caleb takes up high for a ball. Now, we were kind of told a little scuttlebutt that we're kind of hoping the lights stay on. It's a possibility they could go again, though we also got conflicting information that the source was farther on the other side of Purcellville, as that's in there for a strike. So I don't think the Cannons or the Rebels would manage that way, but maybe trying to play for 1 run more just in case it happens again. Possibility.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Here's the 1-1 as that's low for ball 2.
I wouldn't be surprised, as we said earlier, this means so much to both teams. This game could be a turning point in the season as we head to the All-Star break this next coming week. It could be a big momentum shift for either team the way they're playing today.
2-1 as that's in for a strike. Rebels have played 15 games this year. Cannons have played 14, though Purcellville had 2 games suspended due to weather. I believe Newmarket had only 1 against each other, one of those suspended games. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and Freeman takes inside, almost hits him as Caleb gets out of the way of it. So payoff pitch coming up to Caleb Freeman, 2 outs, 3-2 count, 5-5 game, Rebels and the Cannons. Here it is, and Caleb takes low for ball 4, his 3rd walk of the night, as Freeman keeps the inning going with a 2-out base on balls. Saw this earlier. That's how Purcellville got this game a little closer when Freeman earned a 2-out walk, and then Shininaway went deep to bring him in. Freeman has his lead at first. Here's the pitch, and that breaking ball misses up high to Shin for ball 1.
And Freeman's on-base percentage so far this season is .481, being the 2nd highest on the team, the highest for anyone who's played as much as he has.
1-0 pitch, Shin fouls it away. Inaway points to those eyes. So you see the pitch. Gets himself loose, and he'll step back into the box. He'll be headed to Manhattan, Kansas, to play for Kansas State. Good program. Wildcats have been coming on the last few years. Here's your 1-1. That'll miss outside. It'll be interesting to see with the Big 12 adding in Arizona State. Kind of see how that changes their baseball makeup. 2-1. That's fouled away. I believe Colorado doesn't have baseball. Utah does. But obviously Arizona, a recent powerhouse, actually been somewhat lengthy.
Yeah.
Arizona State used to be a big-time program, kind of fallen off last few years. 2-2 coming up. Bear Madliak on deck. Here it is, as Inaway the other way. Could be trouble. Holland going back. He will watch this one bang off the wall. They're going to hold him at third base as Freeman back in. Ridge Fuller puts up the stop sign, and Shin Inaway almost had himself a second 2-run homer. Instead, banged it off the wall. He's at second with the double. Freeman at third as Bear Madliak has a chance to put the Cannons on top.
And this might be Shin Inaway's best game so far for his batting. So far with a walk, a home run, a deep hit into over past the shortstop for a first, and now a double here, as it looks like they're going to go talk to Gabriel Watts. I can see someone warming up in the bullpen. Don't see where the ball is.
It's like it's Blaine Waldemeyer is the pitcher warming up for Newmarket.
Right now, Watts still with the ball.
Waldemeyer actually listed as an infielder, but long talk here. This may be a time waster. Will we see? They're going to let him stay out there, so they will let the left-hander Watts face the right-hander Madliak. Got the inning-ending fly out to right field back in the 3rd inning. Going to hope that Watts can do it similar, as they will not bring on the bullpen arm. Inaway at second. Freeman is at third. 5-5 game, Rebels and the Cannons. Here's the pitch as Bear takes outside for ball 1.
Jacksonville State University, the designated hitter, number 33, Bear Madliak.
And Bear's on-base slugging so far this season is 1,000.
Here's the 1-0. That's going to miss up high for a ball. Now a 2-0 count.
Obviously, it won't be 1,000 after today, but so going into today, it was 1,000.
Madliak gets in that hitter's crouch once the pitcher gets set. 2-0. That'll miss outside. Count goes 3-0 with Jake Slade on deck.
And that's the problem against pitching against the Cannons. You have someone like Caleb Freeman, Bayer, and Jake Slade, all who can hit bangers.
3-0 pitch. That is right down the heart of Broadway for strike one.
So it's hard. It's not like you can say, all right, let's walk this guy and try to strike out the next guy or something, because Jake Slade is also a phenomenal batter.
3-1 coming up. As Matliak up the middle, it's down for a base hit. One run is in, second run coming around, throw coming through, and Inouye is going to score as Riley had a complete mental mistake as he was up away from home plate, cut the ball off, and Inouye, who thought he was a dead bird by 20 feet, snuck home like a kid stealing from the candy jar. Had a huge smile on his face. Shin thought he was done. Instead, the Cannons have 2 runs on a huge mental mistake by Riley.
I think everyone thought he was done. I mean, Riley there, Connor Riley, just an absolute an error by him by not turning around to looking at third base, not even thinking of Shin Inouye, thinking that he might try to come home.
Yeah, again, I think you're right, TJ. Just didn't expect at all that was going to be a send, is because Inouye was going to be out by so much at the plate, but somehow it works out in the Cannons' favor. A 2-run single by Bear Matliak, and Purcellville leads at 7-5. New pitcher coming on. We'll tell you who it is after this. Purcellville with the 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school Home Run Derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. 7-5 lead for the Cannons. New pitcher on at Sam Duvall, the 6'2 junior right-hander out of Pasco Hernando Community College. On the campaign, Duvall has thrown to a 3.60 ERA in 4 games, all in relief, 5 innings pitched. He's walked 7, struck out 6. And TJ, I think you said you went back and looked at the replay of that one. What'd you see?
I did, and what I saw is, unfortunately, Connor Riley just doesn't even look over to third base. Connor Riley's so focused on him going to second, so focused on Bear getting 2 bases there, but instead, at the last second, looks over at Shin right as he's passing him and doesn't even throw to second, and allows Bear, who could have been an easy out at second, he doesn't even throw to second. He instead just hesitates, and he gets in his own head, and he absolutely messed up that entire play for the Rebels.
Absolute stunner as Jake Slade comes to the plate. Here's the pitch as Duvall will be in there for a strike. Yeah, I mean, it was such a, again, he was going to be out by 20 feet at the plate.
It was more than that.
Ends up cutting it off, I think, just because he figured there's no way this runner's coming home. And then, like you said, didn't even throw down to second base to try to get the out there, as that will be on the outside corner for strike 2, as Duvall tries to finish this one off. But yeah, and again, I don't, our camera's not good enough, but I thought I saw Shin Inouye kind of just almost sneaking a cookie or something, smiling, that knowing he should have been out by a mile, and instead he scores the 7th run of the game. 0-2 pitch as Slade will swing through it. Riley puts on the tag, as it ends up in the dirt. But the Cannons get 2 runs. Probably should add 1, but they get 2. We played 5 here at Fireman's Field. It's the Cannons 7, Rebels 5. Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. Aiden Adams on for his 5th inning of work, coming on in the second. He'll see 9, 1, and 2 for the Rebels, as that's on the outside corner to Kevin Hager. Hager tonight with a single, came around to score in the second, then lined out to Kono at second base in the third, as that's low for ball 1. Aiden Adams, out of San Jacinto North, left-hander, started his college career at Tarleton State. 1-1. That'll miss up high. Adams in his second year with the Cannons last year. 4 appearances, 3 starts, pitched 12 innings, 6.75 ERA, 0-1 record. Spent 2022 in the Northwoods League. Here's the 2-1. That breaking ball is in there for a strike. So count goes even at 2-2. That run at Tarleton State in 2022, made 11 appearances, 5 starts, 12.05 ERA, had a 2-3 record. Here's your 2-2. That's fouled away. I don't know Tarleton's mascot, but I think they're purple.
Tarleton.
I may be pronouncing that wrong, but I know they're in Texas. So a lot of schools down there. I want to say they might be in the same conference with Lamar and a couple of those southern Texas schools. 2-2 pitch. That is swung on and missed for strike 3, as Aiden Adams with his 4th strikeout of the contest for the first out here in the 6th. Here comes leadoff hitter Zach Walsh. Walsh with a pair of singles, a run scored, and a strikeout in the 3rd. He hit in the first 3 innings. Has not come to the plate since, as he's here now. Adams delivers, shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike, as Walsh not happy.
Does Plow Boy Shootout mean anything? Because they have that coming up on the 28th.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. You might have to go to Wikipedia on that one. 0-1 pitch. That is in for strike 2. And a quick 0-2 count for Aiden Adams.
They are the Riders, the Texas Riders. Find out something new every day.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch, as that is right down Broadway for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Zach Walsh, as Aiden Adams makes quick work of him with a strikeout looking for the second outs here in the 6th inning.
Same thing happened in the 5th inning, at the top of the 5th. Strikeout looking, a fly ball into center field, and a quick out at first. If we could see 3-3 and out, that'd be amazing to see from Aiden Adams.
Well, going to be easier said than done against Gaten Grandelli, as he will take off the outside corner for a ball. Grandelli, 2-run homer in the 1st, RBI single in the 2nd, and a leadoff single in the 4th, where he came around to score.
With a stolen base, the 2nd.
Here's the 1-0. Grandelli will take outside for ball 2. Grandelli, the DH tonight out of Westchester University. Here comes the 2-0 pitch as that is waved at for strike 1. Yeah, Bill Russatella started his college career there, then hit the transfer portal and went to Maryland. Here comes the 2-1 as that's up the middle for a base hit as Kono was playing over towards first base. No chance at that one. So a 4-hit night for Gaten Grandelli as he keeps the inning alive. As that'll bring up Luke Holland.
Grandelli so far this season batting .318, 7 hits, 4 runs, 9 games played, 22 at-bats. He even has a home run. Runs batted in was 8. I mean, this guy is a stud. There's no other way to put it.
Holland at the plate. 0 for 1 last night with a strikeout as the pinch hitter. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Was hit by pitch to reach base back in the first as Holland, out of one of 2 players out of UNC Greensboro in the starting lineup tonight. A 7-5 lead for the Cannons as that misses high and away for ball 1. A little bit of movement in the Cannons bullpen, but nobody up throwing. Newmarket pretty quiet as well on the third base side. Here's your 1-0. That is foul tipped and caught by Braylon behind home plate. 1-1 count.
Braylon always amazes me. Just 18, 19 years old, just graduating high school, going to University of South Carolina. He's going to be a stud one day because if he's already doing this in the summer league, I can't imagine what he's going to do once he puts on 40 more pounds.
Yeah, you see, the long time the Valley did not allow high school incoming freshmen to play as that's fouled away. Relax that rule as so many more leagues have kind of popped up, taking some of the top talent. And Henry Ford, stand out at Virginia, did that for Charlottesville a couple years back. So, and seeing some of those guys can thrive in the Valley. They thrive at a pretty high level of baseball as that is foul tipped into the mid of Braylon, who squeezes it for the 3rd out of the inning as Adams strikes out the side with the single in the middle from Grandelli. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Cannons up 7-5 here at Fireman's Field. Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field. Sam Duvall remains on for Newmarket after getting the strikeout of Jake Slade to end the bottom of the 5th inning. He'll face Lincoln Pack, Jaquan Smith, and Gavin Braylon. 5, 6, and 7 for the Cannons as Purcellville leads it 7-5 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Although the 5, 6, and 7 do not feel like a 5, 6, 7 as a typical batting rotation, as they are killing it tonight. At least Jaquan Smith and Gavin Braylon are both having phenomenal games.
Duval delivers as Pack takes the breaking ball in for a strike. Yeah, Pack
Struggling.
is 0 for 3 tonight, but you're right. The other guys have, especially Smith, has been all over the place in the middle of everything, both offensively and defensively. Here's the 0-1 as Pack will take that one as it ends up back at the fence. Duval, this past season at Pasco Hernando State, pitched 23 and a third innings, took a 3-2 record, 16 appearances, only one start, did have a save, 8.10 ERA for Duval. Here comes his 0-2, as looked like Pack was thinking about it, but held up and takes the ball.
Also, fans, at any point, if the camera starts to get blurry, please let us know just through the YouTube chat. We will get it and fix it as quickly as we can tonight.
Here comes your pitch, as that is waved at, and that'll be strike 2. So count goes 2-2. Duval spent last summer in the Northwoods League. Also has spent some time at Polk State College, so well-traveled. See a lot of guys all moving around at the JUCO levels, looking for the right fit, looking to impress the right set of eyes, be it college or professional. Here comes your 2-2 pitch, as it'll be up the middle, snagged by Duval. Nice play as he runs it over for out number 1.
Now batting from Florida International, your center fielder, number 9, Jaquan Smith.
Here's Jaquan Smith. It's center fielder. Had an RBI hit by pitch in the first, and a double where he came around to score in the third as he led things off and had a walk in the 4th inning. So Jaquan has been on base all 3 times as he takes one low for a ball. Crowd thinning out a little bit, but a lot of the folks still there from earlier in the day. As we're past 2 hours, as Smith will bounce it to second base, fielded on the hop by Thurman to retire the Speedy Smith for out number 2.
Now batting for your Cannons from South Carolina, Columbia.
First time today, Smith has not gotten on base.
Gavin Braylon.
I think he'll take that any day of the week, the way he's playing today. You know, earlier this season, he really struggled batting. He had a huge issue, and they were concerned about him. And so far, these past week and a half, he's turned it around.
Getting more at-bats and taking advantage of it. Here's Gavin Braylon, who will hit it off the end of the bat. Could be trouble. Duval tries to barehand it, can't pick it up, and that's going to be an infield single as Braylon keeps the inning going with the infield single with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Interesting trying to barehand it when you have your glove readily available there to really secure it while it's still bouncing. Has a lot more surface area to it. You would think he would want to make sure that this guy gets out.
Here comes Jackson Michaels as Duval comes set and delivers as Michaels takes the breaking ball for strike 1. Now remember, with a right-handed pitcher, he'd have to backhand that ball, then spin around. So I think thinking if he sets up, barehands it, throws in one motion, he had a chance at him, but unable to do it. And a runner on for the Cannons as they try to add on to their 2-run lead here in the 6th. Michaels, that'll be hit to the first baseman and sprinting over is Turner to retire the side. Cannons leave 1. We played 6 here in Purcellville. It's the Cannons 7, Newmarket 5.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball. And if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a two-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
New pitcher on the hill for the Cannons. To tell you all about him and bring you your next 2 innings of play-by-play, here's my partner, TJ D'Onofrio.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. Nick Gravel out of Keystone College, stepping up to the mound from Sydney, New York, stands at 6'2", 210 pounds, a right-handed pitcher. So far this season has 5 innings pitched, a 0 ERA, 14 straight shutouts, allowed 1 hit, 0 earned hits. And over at Keystone this past season had an ERA of 6, 1 win and 1 loss, 15 appearances, 3 starts, and 24 innings pitched. The slated batters that Gravel shall see will be Chase Albus, Connor Riley, and Dalton Turner. This will be Riley's first at-bat after his mistake, his little mental mistake back in the 5th. Sorry about that, couldn't think. Back in the 5th, so we'll see how he does with that, if he's bounced back or not. We haven't seen much, just behind the plate from him, but Chase Albus walking up with reaching first base on a walk in the 2nd, hit the pitcher and who threw it out to hit Jason Long, threw him out at 1st, and then got out at 1st in the 4th. I'm sorry, folks, that music, I don't know if you could hear it, very loud and distracting. Hard to hear myself over it, and I have headphones in, so I apologize for that, folks. Your Purcellville Cannons still leading 5-7. Nick Ravel, let's see what he starts here with. Ball 1. Here's the next pitch. Hits the top corner. That's a 1-1 count. Here comes the next pitch. Straight down the middle, Broadway, 1-2 count.
Yeah, right now, if you were the Cannons, love to see Gravel come in, just keep this Newmarket team struggling last 2 innings on offense, keep them down.
Gravel last pitched against the Cardinals as here's the next pitch, and there's a strikeout right away for Nick Gravel, leaving Chase Albus looking at home plate. Nick Gravel last pitched against the Cardinals, pitched just 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, 7 batters faced, 0 ERA still throughout this entire season as Connor Riley steps up to the plate after his mistake in the 5th. This is his first time at home plate. Nick Gravel delivers low, ball 1.
Yeah, he'd like a little redemption after that. Right now has the Rebels on the hook right now after that play that allowed 2 runs to score instead of 1.
As Nick Gravel, 1-0 count, takes a deep breath and delivers. Foul ball.
Looks like we got a pinch hitter on deck, TJ. It's Kyle Musser out of Cornell on the on-deck circle. Or in the on-deck circle.
I knew what you meant. Delivers, and there's a strike, 2. Beautiful painting of the outside there.
Big bender right now from Gravel's got it working.
Delivers, crack at the bat, looking like it's a deep ball into right field. And Caleb Freeman takes easy care of that, as that's the second out of this inning. As Kyle Musser steps up to the plate. He's more of an outfielder, so he's stepping in for Dalton Turner, who's playing first base. So we're going to see a little defensive adjustments here for the Rebels next inning, at the bottom of this inning. As here's the first pitch, swung, it's a crack of the bat, and it's a foul ball right down the first base line.
Yeah, we referred to it earlier, TJ, that I believe it was 5 players didn't play at all that are in the lineup tonight for Newmarket. One was a pinch hitter, so a lot of guys that they trust on the bench. Musser maybe just trying to get something going here.
Absolutely is. Gravel takes a deep breath, gets his call, delivers. Strike 2. Oh, ball. I apologize. From up here, blocked angle. Kyle Musser so far this season averaging .310 with 6 hits, 9 hits, 6 runs. So there's the next deliver, and there's another ball. Kyle Musser going to Cornell out of Pennsylvania, stands just at 5'10", 185 pounds. Backup position is first base, so he might deliver there, but seems a little short for it, as there's the next pitch, and there's the next foul ball. Seems a little short for first base, standing just at 5'10", but the Rebels do have him as a backup position there.
Let TJ remove your shorts.
2-2's the count. 2 outs as well. Musser. Lonesome at the plate. No one on base. Here's the pitch. Ball 3, full count.
Again, interesting to see if Musser will stay out in the field or whether he'll have a defensive replacement after this pinch hitting appearance. But right now, payoff pitch coming up.
Absolutely. And here it is. Swung. It's a foul ball.
Now, could just be Charlie Shepard trying to change around the momentum of this one. His team is kind of going cold at the plate over the last 2 innings, and Adams kind of gained some steam, and Gravel made quick work of the first 2 batters in this inning.
And you can hear a lot of the fans cheering on Nick Gravel, as here's the payoff pitch. Outside, there's the walk. Obviously not what Gravel wanted to see there. He was swinging out a lot, was hoping to get him on an outside corner chasing, but instead now number 14, Connor Lang, steps up to the plate. Gravel delivers, checks his swing. First base ump says he is safe, ball 1. He did not deliver. Gravel delivers, swings, foul ball behind. Connor Lang so far in the first inning got out at first, had a walk in the 3rd, and a fly ball out in the 5th. Had some good defensive plays over there at third base, but has not had a successful day at the plate. He's looking to change that with 2 outs and a man on first. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. The count now 1-2, favoring Nick Gravel. Goes to make sure that Kyle Musser tries to pick him off, keep him loyal to first base. Musser, plenty of room to spare, dives in. One, two's the count, 2 outs still. Gravel delivers, swings, foul ball behind. keeps his at-bat alive with that.
Had him off balance, but good job by Lang to get a piece and see another pitch.
That's all he needed. That's all you need when you're at the bat. Sometimes you just need a piece of the ball to keep yourself alive. And a lot of these guys have done a really good job of that tonight as Gravel delivers ball 2. Count even at 2. Musser, not really one to steal bases, just 2 so far in the season, but giving himself a hefty lead off of first. Delivers, strike of the bat, and it's looking like it's a deep ball into center field. Just drops down. Jaquan Smith delivers, throws it over to second as Musser gets to third, and Lang with a single, his first of the night.
That's what happens. The walk opens the door on the inning, then just one hit by Lang, and now the Rebels will bring the go-ahead run to the plate. And more importantly, keep this inning alive to try and chip away at this 2-run Cannons lead.
Jordan Thurman stepping up to the plate, got walked over in the second and got home. His last 2 have been in the third, hit the pitcher, got out at first, and the 5th hit over to Jake Slade, got out in the 5th over at first. As there's 2 outs, 0-0's the count, low, ball 1.
Great pick there by Braylon. Able to keep Lang at first base and runner at third.
One knows the count. Delivers, swings, and there's a strike.
Really big spot here for Gravel, trying to keep this thing a 2-run game. Cannons trying to snap that 4-game losing streak.
Absolutely. Gravel started this inning so unbelievably hot, getting rid of the first 2 batters like nothing. Now, runners in the corners. Here's the delivery inside ball 2, and great pick there by Brayland.
No one throwing for the Cannons in the pen, so right now this is Gravel's inning.
Musser knows that if that ball goes past Brayland, he has the speed to get home. Here's the pitch, delivers, and it's a foul ball back. Musser keeping his at-bat, or not Musser, sorry. Lang keeping his at-bat alive. Nope. Thurmond keeping his at-bat alive. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. 2-2's the count here for Thurmond. Delivers, swings, and it's a miss. Nick Gravel cleaning up at the end of this inning as the Cannons lead 7-5 heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be right back for more coverage.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to the Purcellville Cannons at the bottom of the 7th. Currently leading the Rebels 7-5.
Now batting from Christian Brothers University, your
Second baseman Ski Kono stepping up to the plate. Where's my pen? Here it is. Ski, Caleb Freeman, and Shin are your slated batters. Duval on the mound again. Delivers, swings, and it's a miss. Oh, 1 count. Ski delivers, or sorry, Duval delivers to Ski. Ball 1. 1-1 count. Delivers. Ball 2. Two 1 count here. Duval delivers. Ski with a hit. It's flying out into deep left field. Bounces on the ground. Ski Kono with a base hit there. His first of the night. He's got to feel good about that.
Now batting from Auburn University.
Caleb Freeman stepping up to home plate. Who's had a phenomenal day today. Has walked 3 times in a deep hit into right field for a double and ran home with the RBI double as well. Ski Kono now sitting at first. Duval takes a deep breath, delivers inside, ball 1. Caleb Freeman now leading the team on been leading the team on walks. Here it is with 16, but with a 3 today. He's sitting at 19 so far, Coach. I mean, that's a lot. Ski Shin Inouye next with 10. 11 now today, as that next pitch was a foul ball for Freeman. Here's the pitch. Another ball as Riley fumbles it in his hands there. Ski potentially could have taken off, decides to stay at first. Riley struggling a little bit, trying to keep the ball with him, making these mental errors. He's got to reset as Ski is attempted to be picked off. He's loyal to first. 2-1's your count. Freeman, patient at the plate. And delivers, swings, and it's a foul ball right into the dugout. Everyone looks like they're okay over there. Two 1. Two 2's the count. Here's the pitch. Ball number 3 as Ski gets up to second. Looked like he's going to go to third. Ridge tells him stay at second as the ball bounces to the back. Connor Riley really struggling here today. Cannot keep without these mental errors. Ski Kono now at second. Still no outs. 2-2's the count for Freeman. Three-two count for Freeman. Here's the payoff pitch from Sam Duval. Delivers. Checked swing by Freeman. It's ball number 4. He gets to first, and that is his another walk today for Caleb Freeman. His 4th of the night brings him to 20 this season.
Now batting from Kansas State University, your shortstop.
Shin Inouye stepping up to the plate with an amazing game so far for him. His 11th walk of the season, his only one today, a home run in the second, a base hit in the third, and somehow snuck away after Connor Riley confused himself in the fifth. Steps up to the plate, shows bunt, pulls it back, strike one. No outs, man on first and second. This is a dream situation for Shin Inoue and Bear, who's right behind him. Warming up. 0-1 is the count. The fans that are here supporting heavily. Here's the pitch. Inoue hits it, bounces over to second base, gets him out at first, but it means that Caleb Freeman and Ski Kono are now at second and third. Two players in a scoring position. Getting out at first, not the biggest deal because now Bayer steps up to the plate. And Bayer, a big hitter who had a double to bring home two guys, to bring home Shin and Caleb in the fifth, and a deep hit into left field for a single just back in the second. Has not been struck out, 2 fly balls for outs, 2 for 4 so far on the day. Let's see if he can bring home a man on second and third. Sam Duvall delivers, strike one. Here's the pitch, swings, strike two. Last thing the Cannons want here is for Bear to strike out swinging or looking. It would be a nightmare. For Jake Slade stepping up, it means he needs a base hit instead of a sacrifice fly ball or any other potential hit. He would need a base hit, as here's the pitch. It's high, it's outside, 1-2's the count. Sam Duvall hitting 92 miles an hour there with that pitch. Nick Ravel going to the bullpen to keep warming up his arm. Here's the 2-1 pitch, hits, and it's a foul ball down the third base line. Ski Kono was ready to take off, wanted that RBI very badly. He was off before it even came off the bat. One, 2 is the count here. Bear kept his at-bat alive with a foul ball. Duvall delivers. Swing of the bat, another foul ball in the same similar area. Keeps his at-bat alive quite again. 1-2 for the second time in a row. Impressive to keep his at-bat alive, knowing that that last one was going to be a strike if he didn't swing. Here's another pitch, and it's a ground ball over into the second baseman. Just passes and brings 2 runners home. Ski Kono, Caleb Freeman gets home as a single there for Bear. Getting 2 men more home now makes the score 9-5. Bear with an excellent at-bat, just bouncing past second base as the second baseman was playing too close to first. A classic mistake for Jordan Thurmond. Hate to see it for him. Jake Slade now stepping up to the plate. Only 1 out and a man at first. Bear with a huge play there. Slade cracks the bat into deep right field. Lets Bear get a single at least. Bear stops at second. Jake Slade's at first with Lincoln Pack stepping up. Who knows what can happen here, folks? Great hit by Jake Slade. It was the first pitch he saw, and it was the first thing he swung at, and he made it the most of it, knowing that he had all of that. Great play into deep right field. Chase Albus could not get there in time. Sam Duvall struggling so far at this inning. Here's the pitch. Lincoln Pack takes strike one. 0-1's the count. Pack so far 0 for 4 on the day. Here's the pitch, way inside, ball 1. Pack, if he didn't turn in, might have had a hit by pitch. One's the count. Duvall delivers, swings, and he misses. 1-2 is now the count. Pack deep into his stance. Wants a big hit here, you can tell. Delivers, swings, and it's a foul ball behind. Jaquan Smith warming up behind Pack. Having a great game so far, Jaquan is hit by pitch in the first, got a man home, had a deep play into right field, got a double and got home, and got walked and got to second base there. Got stranded at second in the 5th. Delivers outside, 2-2's the count. Two-two's the count here for Pack. Pack 0 for 4 so far today. Let's see if he can change that. As takes off, bats it straight over to third, gets thrown out at first, but means we have a man on second and no. Freeman gets tagged out there at third while he was trying to take advantage. That means that's the end of this inning with 2 runs so far. Purcellville Cannons 9, Rebels 5. We'll be right back at the top of the 8th.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy.
Who's at the plate? 46?
Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball. And if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school Home Run Derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, home of the Purcellville Cannons, leading 9-5. A new pitcher in for the Cannons, Nick Gravel. In and out, 40, now in number 46. 66, I apologize. Zach Duenas. So far this season, 4.2 innings pitched, 5 games played, 0 ERA, allowed 1 hit, 10 shutouts. Faced 20 batters so far with you in it. Still got that music jamming as the batters he will be facing, his slated batters will be number 8, Kevin Hager, Zach Walsh, and Gaten Grandinelli. Gaten Grandinelli with a phenomenal game so far. Has reached base every single time, including a home run in the first, as there's the first pitch, and there's the first strike, throwing at 93 miles an hour. Zach Duenas, another pitch, and there's a ball 1. Zach Duenas from Western Kentucky University grew up in only Illinois. Here's the next pitch. Quickly, he wastes no time for his pitches. Grew up in only Illinois, bats left, but throws right, stands at 6'10", 225. 1-2's the count. 2-2's the count now with that one being wild outside. Kevin Hager so far today reached base in the second inning and has not seen a base since. Here's the pitch. Struck, and it's into deep left field. Jaquan Smith easily gets there with a quick jump beforehand. That means Hager is out, and Zach Walsh steps up. Number 36, Zach Walsh, the center fielder, started this game off so hot in the first and second, has been struck out twice since then. The Rebels going cold batting in the last 3 innings, scoreless as Duenas throws the first pitch. Strike one. Duenas has a little whip to the end of his throw at the end of his pitch to make it a little harder to read. There's the pitch, and there's a foul ball. 0-2's the count. Duenas quickly up. Duenas delivers. Strike three, and there's a strikeout looking for Zach Walsh. That's his second of the day. Duenas bringing people in and out. Red light, yellow light, green light. He's out, or sorry, other way. Green, yellow, red would be out. Wouldn't it? Anyway, Grandinelli steps up to the plate. The designated hitter's having a phenomenal day, as we discussed earlier. If Zach Duenas can stop him from getting on base here, that would be huge for the Cannons, as there's the first ball. There's the next pitch, and there's the first strike. 1-1's the count. There again, 1-2's the count, swinging. Grandinelli so far has not missed a single at-bat. 4 for 4 so far. If Duenas can take him out here, would be huge for the Cannons. And here's the pitch to do it. Outside, 2-2's the count. Some of the players or fans, I couldn't tell, seem to disagree with that call being a ball. And there's the next pitch. Check swing, 3-2's the count. Duenas with a little change up there. A little off-speed pitch. Full count. If Duenas can put away Grandinelli, that'd be huge, like I've said a couple of times. There's the pitch. Swung, and Ski Kono quickly cleans it up and throws it over to first. That is his first time not reaching base tonight, folks, and that means there's 3 outs. That's 3 people faced and 3 outs now for Duenas. And that means we'll be back at the bottom of the 8th for your Purcellville Cannons.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game, June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, home of your Purcellville Cannons, where the Cannons currently lead 9-5 with a new pitcher in for the Rebels. Kennedy Cooper, number 12, 6'2", sophomore out of East Georgia College, weighs 170 pounds, right-handed pitcher. So far in the campaign, he has played 2 innings with a 22.5 ERA, has seen 15 batters and allowed 5 runs, all 5 being earned runs. Jaquan Smith steps up to the plate. Kennedy Cooper delivers. Jaquan, bat flies out of his hand and goes over, almost hits Braylon. Braylon ran out of the way. Might need some tar on that bat for Jaquan. Jaquan Smith tried to return his bat on that pitch, as now it's a 0-1 count. Cooper with the 0-1 delivers way up and high. 1-1 count. Here's the next pitch. Jaquan swings. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch, way up and high, 2-2's the count.
Pitching for the Rebels from East Georgia College, number 12, Kennedy Cooper.
And here's the pitch, way outside, 3-2. Full count here for Jaquan Smith. Jaquan hit by pitch in the first, walked in the fourth, had a great hit in the third to deep right field to get a double. And here's the payoff pitch, smacks it into center field. Looks like it's going to be an easy cleanup there for Zach Walsh. Looking like it could have been trouble, but just brought down at the bottom at the end.
Sounded a little better than it actually was,
Yeah.
CJ.
I think that's why I was like, could be trouble, and it was not. Pretty easily not, but it just sounded beautiful as Gavin Braylon steps up to the plate.
You know, anything to the R right of the football press box always could be trouble, but it's not that deep.
Yeah, that's a good point. Unfortunately, it wasn't to the right of it. It was almost directly center there for Jaquan Smith as Braylon sees his first pitch. Here it is, strike one.
Cooper comes in and just fires that gas.
Cooper 0-1 delivers. Braylon swings, misses. Oh, 2 count, 1 out here, delivers way up high. 1-2 is now the count. No one on base, just 1 out so far for the Cannons. Braylon typically does better with people on base. He does have the highest batting average for the Cannons as he delivers this next pitch, foul ball behind. Has the highest batting average for the Cannons, sitting at 381, just above or just below McKenzie because he's played more games. I guess that means his batting average would be worse. Has more runs. I don't know. Here's the pitch. 2-2's the count. I'm a little confused actually why Braylon is set. Maybe it's just alpha. I don't know. Both catchers, all 3 of the best batters so far on this team are catchers, with Mackenzie, Brayland, and Big Bear. As 2-2's the count, delivers way up high, full count. Brayland seeing 3 balls in a row here. Delivers payoff pitch. It's a walk for Brayland, getting over to first with a walk.
And Cooper, again, really throws it hard, but doesn't always seem to know where it's going. I think he came in with 5 walks on the season. That is 6th. Doesn't seem to be trusting the stuff all that much.
Jackson Michaels so far has been out at first every single time. Let's see if he can change that here. Delivers way high. Ball 1 for Michaels. That's now 5 balls in a row that Kennedy Cooper has thrown.
Looking for that velo, doesn't have the control.
Oh, he does not. As he delivers again, Michaels with a swing. It's going to deep center field, looking like Zach Walsh with another easy cleanup there.
I think it was, we're talking about, I heard somewhere the Nationals put up a sign in their training camp this year that said, "We don't care how hard you throw ball 4," which was a pretty good sentiment. You know, hey guys, it's not about, velocity's great, but you got to get the ball over the plate.
That is the most important thing, is the ball over the plate. We say it every time. As Ski Kono steps up to the plate with the last at-bat. Got a great hit into first. Shows bunt, pulls back, strike 1. Great hit into left field, got to first. Stole second, stranded at third at the 7th. 0-1 is the count here. Cooper delivers way outside. Ball 1. Kennedy Cooper delivers, swings, Ski Kono getting it out to left field, bounces, so it means that Brayland will get to second and Ski at first.
Good piece of hitting there, just kind of fought off. High pitch, dumped it out into left field, and now Caleb Freeman, who has reached base every time tonight, 4 of those times walks.
He hit 20 walks so far in the season with that last one in the 7th. He was unfortunately out at third in the 7th inning to be part of the outs with Pack hitting it over to third. He was just a quick pickup and tag for Cooper Lang. As here's the first pitch. Freeman takes a strike. Kennedy Cooper delivers way high. Freeman takes ball. 1-1's the count. You know, Freeman, we've said that the whole night, the plate control, the not being patient being patient swinging, not just swing at anything that comes his way. He's going to take advantage with that with someone like Kennedy Cooper, who's a little uncontrollable, as there's the throw and there's ball 2. Two ones the count. Here's the pitch. There's a swing, and there's Freeman getting to first. And it looks like Brayland's going to get home, sliding in, as now Ski Kono's on second. Brayland came home, and Freeman on first. Another at-bat, another hit for Freeman. That's his 2nd hit of the night with 4 walks. He's 6 for 6. Getting on, his OBS is going to be way higher after tonight.
Yeah, 2 for 2 and on base all 6 times tonight. So big night for Caleb Freeman.
And Shin Inouye so far 4 for 5 with a walk, a home run, a grounder to third, and somehow sneaking past the catcher with his double in the 5th, and then getting home, sneaking past the catcher. There's the first pitch. There's strike 1.
Yeah, Inouye 3 for 4. And, of course, on base via the walk, so he's been on base 4 times tonight.
Yeah.
But the 3 hits. And he actually, right now, he's a triple away from the cycle, I believe.
That he is, and here's the pitch. Swings, and it's a foul ball way left.
So with the 5-run lead, hopefully Shin knows that. Really, probably the only place he could hit a triple right now would be to split the gap, possibly out or over the head of the left fielder in Holland, have it kick away. Not likely, but possible.
Would love to see it. 0-2's the count. Here's the pitch. Way outside. 1-2's the count. Kennedy Cooper delivers. Shin swings and misses. That's a strikeout swinging for Shin in a way to end the 8th inning. The Cannons 10, Rebels 5. We'll be right back for the top of the 9th inning.
Valley League Baseball is back, and the Purcellville Cannons would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024 season. Cannons Baseball is brought to you by The Pub, with locations in both Purcellville and Ashburn, and Catoctin Creek Distillery in the heart of downtown Purcellville. Cannons Baseball is also brought to you by Carrington Homes, Fairfax Coin, Ridge Performance, Valley Drilling, Affinity Hair, Caseco, Lowers Risk Group, Lava Technologies, UPP, T-Mobile, Savage Pest Warfare, and Valley Energy. Thanks again to all the fine sponsors of Purcellville Cannons Baseball, and if you'd like to become a sponsor, find out more at purcellvillecannons.com. Loudoun County, get ready. Your Purcellville Cannons are hosting the annual Valley League All-Star Game at Fireman's Field. This year's contest is a 2-day event with the Home Run Derby on Saturday night, followed by the Valley League All-Star Game on Sunday. Also on the docket, a cornhole tournament, a high school home run derby, and the Valley League Hall of Fame induction. It's the Valley League All-Star Game June 29th and 30th at Fireman's Field.
Welcome back to Fireman's Field, home of your Purcellville Cannons, where your Cannons lead 10-5 against the Newmarket Rebels for the last hopefully half inning of baseball. Play by play, my partner Jeremy Huber.
Thanks so much, TJ. Zach Duenas on for a second inning of work as he will face Holland, Albus, and Riley. 3, 4, and 5. Here is the windup by Duenas and the pitch on the inside corner for a strike. 1-game final so far in the Valley tonight, as Charlottesville up on Culpeper 4-3. Here's the pitch that is going to bounce away in there for a ball. Actually, a few more games have gone final. Strasburg will stay atop the Valley League North with a 5-4 win, comeback style against Woodstock. 1-1. That's low for a ball. Front Royal beats Winchester 8-5. And that Charlottesville over Culpeper 4-3. Duenas delivers, foul tipped into the mitts of Braylon for strike 2. Elsewhere, Waynesboro leads Stanton 4-3 in the 9th. Also in the 9th, Covington up on Harrisonburg 9-1. Here's your 2-2. That is low, and count goes full. And Strasburg with a run in the 8th to tie it, then a run in the 9th to win it. So they will stay atop the North standings. 3-2 pitch, that's fouled back. Kyle Edwards with a leadoff homer in the top of the 9th inning to put Strasburg ahead to stay. Payoff pitch, that's low for ball 4. So Luke Holland starts it off with the base on balls here in the top of the 9th inning against Duenas. The Express scored the tying run on Miles Curley's single to center field to bring in Diego Viescas. Here's Chase Albus. And that's low by Duenas for ball one. This is not what you want to see if you're Brett Fuller with a 5-run lead. A walk and then pitch in the dirt to start the second batter. Here's your 1-0. That's outside for ball two. Again, back. Cannons trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Their last win coming back on the 11th of June, so 8 days ago, as they beat first place Strasburg, who wasn't in first place then. 2-0 pitch, that's going to miss, and now the count goes to 3-0. Do have a little bit of action in the Cannons pen, but no one looks like they're really warming up hard. But that could change if Duenas can't get his ducks back in a row. 3-0. That's down the heart of the plate for strike one. Albus on the night is 0 for 3 with a walk. 3-1 pitch. That's in for strike two. Albus with a bases loaded walk in the second has an RBI as well. Payoff pitch. That is on the outside corner for strike three. Albus did not like the call, but Andy Simons rings him up for out number one here in the top of the ninth.
And that's grit right there. That's not something you can teach. Down 3-0 in the count, comes back and delivers 3 straight strikes with a great change up there as the second strike. Just Duenas really used his entire utility there.
Here's the pitch to Riley in the dirt, blocked by Braylon.
Great block. He was all over it. He was trying to make sure no one got to second.
Looks like we're going to have our College World Series matchup by the end of the day. Tennessee a winner over Florida State early to move the championship series. That 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Texas A&M up on Florida 5-0 in the seventh. Of course, Gators routed Kentucky to move into that game, but again, looks like it'll be the Aggies and the Vols for all the marbles in Omaha. 1-1 pitch. Misses high and inside for a ball.
Shocked that the Vols are making it. I mean, they were only the most dominant NCAA baseball team we've seen in how many years?
Since they got beat 2 years ago, right?
I guess, yeah.
Lost to Notre Dame. That was a stunner. Here comes the 2-1 from Duenas. That's a swing and a miss. That's the beauty of baseball.
It is.
That Volunteers team, I believe it was 2 years ago, had everyone expected them to cakewalk all the way through Omaha, and they got beat by the luck of the Irish. Notre Dame took them down. A couple late home runs, if I remember correctly, in that game 3 that got it done for the Irish. 2-2 pitch. That's in there for strike three as Riley could not get the bat off his shoulder. And back-to-back strikeouts for Zach Duenas here in the top of the ninth with a 5-run lead.
It was 2 years ago, you're right. 3-7, Notre Dame won. June 12th, 2022.
Last hope for Newmarket, as that is going to miss. As Kyle Musser, who came on as a pinch hitter in the seventh, rained on. 1-0 pitch. That's in for strike one.
Musser seemed to be afraid the ball was going to hit him there, but it was straight down the middle. He had a misread. It seems like he had a misread. He chokes really high up on his bat when he's hitting, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that.
Here comes the 1-1. That is going to miss. Going to hit to the outside corner. Again, more bat control, and it's interesting after the passing of the legendary Willie Mays last night. Heard a story that Barry Bonds had some bats he got from Willie Mays, tried to swing,
couldn't swing him when he was a little kid, so he choked up, and that's one of the reasons that Bonds choked up so much later in his career. 1-2 pitch. The choke up does not work as Duenas, after the leadoff walk, strikes out the side. Albus, Riley, and then Musser to end the game. Cannons end their 4-game losing streak as they beat Newmarket 10-5 and stay a half game back of first place Strasburg in the Valley League North. Your totals, Purcellville with 10 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. For the Rebels, 5 runs on 8 hits and no errors. TJ, any quick thoughts on this one before we wrap it up?
Purcellville Cannons had a rough first inning and even second inning, but coming back, staying consistent, and that grit that this team has been known for this season really kept them alive and led them to a win. Hoping to see it again tomorrow because we have back-to-back home games. We get a quick break Friday, and then we're back Saturday.
Aiden Adams will get the win tonight with his 4+ innings of relief.
Absolutely.
And the loss tonight will go to Watts of Newmarket, who gave up the 2 runs that gave the Cannons a 7-5 lead, which they added on to later on in the game. Cannons beat the Rebels 10-5. For TJ D'Onofrio, I'm Jeremy Huber saying so long from Fireman's Field. Again, Cannons win it 10-5. We'll see you tomorrow night, a little bit before 7 o'clock, as Purcellville will host Front Royal.